Dear friends, welcome to my video. In this video, I will show you how to implement the biometric authentication in your Android app. So let's begin. It's pretty simple. So we'll just name the application anything, biometric authentication app. You can name anything, your app. I will repeat. Probably I'll just change to minimum HDK level to 26, and that's all. I'll wait for my ID to load up. Yeah, perfect. So once this comes up, I think first and foremost we will have to implement certain things in our gradle file. So just go to your app level gradle file and implementation of androidx.biometric. So this will implement the libraries from the Android for biometric purpose. Okay, biometrics, and the version which we will take is 1.0.1. and once you have done it, just sync now. You may have to wait for some time for it to wait for some time, but here I can see some error, and which I think because I have just typed the spelling of implementation incorrectly. Let me try again, and if it works. So yes, now it's successful. So sorry for that. I mean, you have to be careful, so it sometimes helps for you want to copy paste the stuff. Okay, so once we are done with the gradle file, I don't think I will need this anymore. I'll jump to the Java. Before I get into Java code, what I will do is I will just use this text view to print our success or failure, just to showcase that. And I will also add a button to trigger my, I think I can just minimize this. I don't need this anymore. And authenticate. You can name this button anything again. I'll repeat. Okay, and just to give the constraints. Perfect. So I think more or less from layout perspective we are done here, and we will have to of course add a method, on click method for that button. So what I'll do is I'll just add a dummy method for the time being, authenticate. I hope my spelling is correct here. Yes, even if it's wrong, that shouldn't matter now, because that's a method name which will take implicitly and not explicitly, so that should be fine. Yeah, so just go this drop down menu and it will associate this button on click attribute over here. Perfect. So now once we are done this, quickly create some class variable. First and foremost will be of course the text view, which we just now have in our layout, and we will associate this text view to the respective id in the layout. So r.id.textView. Yes, and apart from this, what else we'll need is we will need probably biometric prompt. So just biometric prompt should be fine here, and that I'll just put biometric prompt. You can name this variable anything, and the other thing which we'll need is probably biometric prompt info. I'm not sure why it is not coming up, so let me check it, over it, and okay. So why it is not coming is because over here when I was including the class for this biometric prompt, I think what I did was I, instead of taking the biometric from the Android X, I took it from the hardware. So I will just show once again what happens. So the moment you do it, this biometric prompt does not has a biometric prompt this prompt info as a object. So better don't include this from the hardware perspective. So just delete this import, and yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'll come back here, and this time I will include from this one, the second one, Android X biometric. And the moment you do it, I think that should fall in place. Perfect. So now we will move ahead, and what else we need is we already have our text view, and we also have our this one. So I will need another variable called executor. So this will be simple, and yeah, so that's all I think I need from in terms of my class variable. Now I switch or I move ahead in the code. So text view I already have done it, and I think let me first quickly define my executor, so that will be nothing but context yeah, get this one, and you can just use this class. That should be fine. Perfect. And now we can just quickly define our biometric prompt, which will be nothing but new biometric prompt. And here we will need probably in terms of variable class, and what else, we can use this executor, and also we can now define a new biometric authentication callback. Perfect. So the moment you click this, you will get various methods which you should implement. I will suggest you do all these three, where it says all authentication succeed, error and failure, and just click OK. So these are of course override methods, and so these are the methods which will get called whenever your biometric is successful or failure or whatever. So this is the place where we can put our actual functionality what you want to do. Over here, just to showcase, I'll just keep it simple, and I will just use the text view as a way to showcase that our things are successful. So text view dot set text, and since this is error, so I'll just put error, and I'll just copy paste here, control C, and what else I'll do is over here it will be success. I just print success on my text view, and over here I'll just put failure. So difference between failure and error is you'll get when the fingerprint or the biometric test, whatever this code does, it is error, it's not successful, I mean it's a wrong one. And failure when it's not able to do the test. Okay, so moving ahead, I think once we have, so these are the part where it's mainly important. Here you have to add your actual whatever the login credentials you have to add here, but just for simplicity I'm just showing how you can quickly put just a success here. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll just use this prompt info to prompt whenever this biometric is called, we can use this, and to prompt what the our user should see. And over here what I'll do is I'll just, you can set various things like set title and all, but I think there is something wrong here, it's taken as a methods. Yeah, so set title, so this is the title which will come on the biometric whatever opens up. So this is something which you can customize. Probably I'll just put programmer world authentication. So this is something as a title on that window, it will come up authentication. Perfect. Okay, and once I have it, then what else I can set is I can set negative button text. So this, okay, please note this option has changed in the latest API. No, it's no more a button text, it's just a button. So there you can even put alternative execution. So here, but I'll just put a text to showcase you in simple way. So you can use either the cancel option or whatever, I mean or use password, something like that options. Okay, so in this video I will not show implement this option, but I'm just showing how easy it is. And what else you can do is you can just set confirmation required, you can put a false here. So what's the difference here is if you put true, then okay, I'll just close this. These are the few options I just quickly wanted to show you. Coming back to this false, so if it's true, it will, once the authentication is done, it still ask the user to manually confirm it. So that is important when there is a face detection or iris scan. So in those cases it's not passive, it will become an active authentication. Okay, so more or less our variables are created and defined. So now in the main method, it's our job becomes pretty simple. So what we have to do now is to create our variable biometric manager. Yes, and that will be nothing but biometric manager from context will be of course the current app, and we can now call on this biometric manager our prompt. The main part of the code is pretty simple, that's just like biometric prompt, and just call authenticate, and you can just add the info prompt info which we have created over here, and that's all. But before that, this is important to check whether our device really supports biometric or not, or does it has that facility or not. That's why we are creating this biometric manager variable here, and we'll check whether this can really support. So what we'll do is Biometric Manager, perfect, and biometric success. Yeah, so if this is false, I mean this is not successful, then I think it should just exit or return. It should not proceed. Probably just for the audience, we'll just also print something so that we know that it has exited from here. Probably you can just say biometric not supported, something like that. Biometric not supported. Yeah, so that's all is what I think. We can quickly run this code in a simulator and see what happens. In the meantime, I'll just make our code a bit more streamlined or linear. Perfect. So I think our app has come up. I just click authenticate and it says biometric not supported, because this is the place where it goes and gets stuck. So I'll check this on my real device, and because in emulator is really tough to put this, and yeah, I'll put the results over here. So that's all I wanted to show you. I hope this code is quite simple and straightforward, and if you have any questions or suggestions, then put in the comment section. And if you're liking this video, then please subscribe to my channel, and please go ahead and forward it and check the results on my real phone. Thank you. Yeah, so here we have got the app installed on the phone, and it looks perfectly fine, the layout as we had designed. And now we will be doing the basic testing here. So after clicking that authenticate button, this is the window which comes up, which we design as prompt info. The programmable authentication is come up, and the canceling use password bar option written down what we wrote there. And initially, of course, I tried with the correct finger and success has come up. Perfect. Now I will try with some wrong fingers, so it's not recognized, and I'm expecting it should give an error as message as error. And yeah, that's it. So that's what it showed here, and no, it's an error, so any further trial it won't allow. So that's something we have to design in our apps, that once it receives error, it may be allowed to re-invoke that authentication or whatever. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to show you. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions or suggestions, then please put in the comment section. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.